Okay, I got time to float along until I reach the water. Falling down, I wonder if I'll burn out when I hit the bottom. Every day I'm swimming through the galaxy, I feel the heat. The sun is shining through the blinds and washing over me. I see the giants waving me on over.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I've finally done it. Dark Magician Master rank. I finally got the mission done. I got the border. I got everything. Finally the highest rank in this game. We got it a little bit, about 30 minutes to an hour before reset. We were just playing like in Master rank. But yeah, let's get on to the deck profile. I'm gonna try to go as in depth as possible to some of the decisions I made and how the next ban list is gonna affect the deck list. So this is the deck list here. We have our 3 royal cards as the center cards here. And let's go into the card that probably is the most cuttable. Driver, the Gamma package. So when I was climbing in Diamond, I felt like I was losing to Maxi too much because of the Cashier cards and the Belstar cards. As soon as they see like Wraiths off or they see Wanted, they just shoot out that Maxi and they're drawing like at least two cards. But if I punish them and I have no monsters on field, I can summon the Gamma and the Driver and then make Omega, and then Omega can rip another card out of their hand. So they probably go -2. Then since Omega leaves the field, you can summon your Cashiras, which is also nice. But that's probably the most cuttable card. You can probably replace these three for like impermanences, so you have more coverage, 9 hand traps. You only have all these good engine cards for playing second. But yeah, I kept it with Gamma until the end of my climb with the Gamma and Driver. Unfortunately, Driver just breaks me so much, but yep. Now, another controversial thing, I'm playing 1 DM and 1 DMG. At this point, I was always on the 2 DM train, probably since Master Duel came out, but at this point, 2 DM, if one of them gets banished, you're probably so far behind anyways. You're gonna have to waste another souls to get another DM in the bin. So you're probably behind anyways. Once gets banished, you're cooked. So might as well just play one, have less chance of drawing into a break, and that allows us to play a DMG, which I'm trying to get a royal discard. If you want to know why its art's different, in the description I have it modded where it changes the art. This is my favorite art of DMG. It allows you to play DMG, so you can have some special ones with Salvation. And the Dark Magician also has its floating effect live, and Soul Servant has draw 2 potential now. This gives Soul Servant a much higher ceiling than playing 2 Dark Magician and nothing else. But yeah. And then we have our standard ratio, 3 souls. Probably in every Master Duel deck, every Dark Magician deck playing 3 souls. And then probably in every Master Duel deck you're playing 3 Maxi. This card probably is gonna get banned soon, maybe the end of this year, maybe this will be the last year the OCG and Master Duel will have to deal with the Maxi mini game. But yeah, this card, they made a new version that's a little bit more balanced. I don't know if we'll see play in Master Duel because it's like maybe against like because Tenpai is coming, so that's like a go second strategy. So that card is like blind second, the Min C card that summons from. It only works on special summons from hand and it's more balanced. But yeah, we already talked about Gamma. This card is also a good hand trap. This is the best thing you can do to a Snake Eye Ash, because it gets rid of the body and it negates its effect. The second best thing you can do is imperm, so that's why you probably replace it with an imperm, because you imperm it, you stop its search effect, and you stop its effect to summon Flamebridge from the deck, or any Snake Eyes from the deck. Now, another decision I made, I think I'm playing 2 Rod from now on in every Dark Magician deck list. Unless I'm playing like a meme deck list where 3 Rod is necessary, but yeah, I think just 2 Rod is enough. There's other normal summons in the deck now because of Birth. So you're not gonna always get to normal summon Rod. Sometimes you even need to normal summon Albaz. But Rod search as a Dark Magician spell trap, but it's just you only really need 2 because you can just loop Rod with itself infinitely if you have a spell trap during your opponent's turn. But yeah, 2 Rod. Yeah. Then we have our 3 Ash Blossom, another staple of the Master Duel meta. Yeah, 3 Ash. I also have the alt art. because it has a special animation, so I have one of those. But yeah, 3 Ash, Stop the Maxi. Just universally a good card. Played in like 90% of decks for a reason. Yeah, Ash Blossom. And then we have our Royal Albaz. Yep. This card is just here to facilitate Brain Infusion with Verte. We're going to talk about that later when we get to the Verte, but any extra deck. But yeah, he's just here just to facilitate that. We talked about DMG already. The secondary brick. Now we have our Cashier Engine. We're playing the minimum. This was popularized by Snake Eyes Cashier in the Duelist Cup, in the last Duelist Cup. And I just yoinked it. I just saw how powerful the Cashier cards are. This engine is very powerful, just free card advantage through Unicorn. You get to Unicorn, you get an extra deck rip if they interact with you on your first turn. And he's literally free link material every turn because of Birth. You do Unicorn, search Birth, and then you have a free body to go into Verte, and then before you activate Verte, you can just Birth back out the Unicorn. Unfortunately, the Cashiers also make you play into Nib, so you have to watch out for that. Yeah, this deck just hard loses to Nib, so watch out for that, but let's hope they don't have the Rock. But yeah, this card is good. Also playing the Rave Soft, so we have pretty much 3 copies of Unicorn, 2 copies of Fenrir, and then the 1 Birth. You don't really want to draw this, you want to put this back. At some points, you can draw the Birth without ever having the Cashier cards. But since you have souls, you can just send that off for draws anyway. So if it doesn't work out there, you can just send it off for draws. Then we have Bellstar. So unfortunately, in the ban list, I want them to hit the Snake Eye cards. Like this is my philosophy. I really like the Wanted engine and Bellstar and what she brings to like every other deck. I was also on this train to ban Original to stop them from getting into Jet Synchron or ban Jet Synchron. But I know they're not going to do this because this is like a lore archetype, so they really need the Original to connect Snake Eyes. But like, limit Flamberge, I don't know what else they can do, but I just don't want them to touch the Bellstar engine anymore because this engine is really cool. Like getting access to a negate, the Recursion. This card is also very good if you want to play it. Subversion is a very good card. We'll talk about how Subversion is like MVP. I'm always going to be playing Subversion and the Trap card, but yeah, unfortunately, our Wanted got hit to 2, which is our best opener because it recycles. So pretty much in the new ban list, you're going to be decrafting Unwanted and then putting in a second Dive. So that's pretty much all you're doing. I've also missed a second Bellstar in some situations where it gets called Bide or DD Crodes and you only have 1. And then your entire engine is dead, except Subversion, MVP, doesn't need Bellstar on the field, so you just search this, recycle this, and you always have like a removal spell in your deck at all times, so, yep. But yeah, that's my philosophy. Hit the Snake Eye cards, limit Flambird so they're weaker to Nib. I don't know, limit Poplar, I don't even know, limit Ash. Do whatever you have to do, but try not to touch my DMG replacement Bellstar. Yeah. And also her Graveyard Effect is really good for grind game as well. Just a very, very nice card. Moving on, we have our Illusion of Chaos plus Prep. Yep. It's not Joe format yet. You can go to 3 Prep, 1 Prep, 3 Illusion of Chaos and 1 Prep. Or you can go to, I wouldn't go down to 1 Illusion of Chaos to be honest, because you need the targets for souls. But yeah, this is the engine I'm playing, 2 and 2, because it can't fit 3. I really don't want to go over 40 because I really want to open a Kashtira or the Wanted. But yeah, very nice. The one of Brain Infusion. We'll want to talk about this more when we get to the extra deck, but there's also another feature you can play if you hard draw this, but we'll talk about that later. Subversion, the MVP. So the Subversion, very good removal spell. It doesn't technically remove cards from the field. So it gets around cards like the purely field spell, the My Friend, that requires monsters to leave the field. I just had that come up on stream. It gets around Mirror Jade's other effect to wipe your field. Yeah, it's just a very nice card. Yeah, just put him in the back or put him in the pencils, even though pendulum I haven't seen pendulum in like weeks, but yeah. Then we have Salvation, Eternal Soul. We've seen these cards before. The DM Triangle, Salvation, Circle, Eternal Soul. Finally got my Royal Circle. Only playing one. And then we already talked about Birth. We have our 3 Soul Serpents. The best spell in the deck. Highest ceiling becomes Pot of Greed later in the game. Recycle any one of your DM cards. Very good. Number one of secrets. This card, I had a stream. I had like a 5-hour stream where I was just OTKing Snake Eyes players with this card. I'm making Master of Chaos over and over again. It was amazing. Secrets, very good. Always nice to have that. Um, that possibility to OTK or dodge Veiler Imperm. I have to. Yep, you have to have it. One of. Don't play 2, please. Just play 1. Yep. Number 3 Wanted Sneaker. I pulled this Royal one. Hopefully they don't limit this card next ban list. I don't know what they're gonna do next ban list because SP Little Knight is coming. It's probably gonna make its way into this deck list. Not gonna lie. But SP is just an insane card. We're gonna probably have to switch around the deck list in the next format, but yeah, SP is coming according to the DK educated guesses. But yeah. Yeah, Wanted, search Diabell Star, and then draw a card. Very nice card. So speaking of Diabell Star, she also has this really good interaction with Birth. So if you don't have something to normal summon, you use Birth to normal summon Diabell Star and not have to pay its cost, so you just save a card. And she works on normal summon, so that's very nice as well. We have this is an Omni Negate to insulate your plays from blowout cards like Evenly, Lightning Storm, Duster. I remember I was like 1 rank up game away, and I got double even lead, and I got even lead by rollback. If you know what I'm talking about, it's absolutely disgusting. So I negated the first evenly, and then they furniture discard a rollback in the end of the battle phase, and they chain rollback target evenly, and then I had to wipe my entire board. I lost Diabell Star, I lost the Wanted that I set. I lost Mirror Jade, I lost everything, Eternal Soul, I lost my life savings to rollback. But yeah, rollback, unfortunate. Eternal Soul, summon back Liam every turn. That's pretty much the main deck. So let's go into the extra deck. My boy Dragon Knight. I don't think I summoned him in the last week. I missed Dragoon. Where's Dragoon at? Yeah, Dragoon. Will he ever come? The world may never know, but I hope he comes soon. Yeah, Dragonite, he's just been too power crept at this point. Fortunately. Yeah, even like every Link deck is playing Goddess to out this. Most other decks have in archetype ways to out it. Back in the day, Sprite had Smashers. Tri Brigade had Shureg. Every deck is probably playing Zeus. Every deck like XYZ is so purely is in discussion because that's like a meta deck now. And then people can put up a multiple 3,000 bodies. Snake Eyes can put up a bunch of bodies. As I talked about, they're playing Goddess as well. So this card is just not the wall it used to be. It's just too power crept at this point. Fortunate. Another card that's probably been power crept is their Dark Magicians. Drawing a card, but you have to use 3 cards to get into this 1 card is not very good. You pretty much go even on card advantage. But if that spell trap is nothing, you literally went minus. If it's destroyed, it's literally power crept because other cards say if they're sent to the graveyard, they float. Like, let's go look at Flamberge here. The Flamberge, if it's sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you get to summon 2. And then the 2 of those cards, they summon back another one. They summon Oak. They summon back Poplar. Poplar Search. They summon back Ash. Ash Search. And they summon back pretty much 2 vanillas. So, yeah, pretty power crept at this point. Then the final Dark Magician fusion that we're playing, Master of Chaos. Now this card is good for OTK. That's pretty much all it does. I don't think I've used its field wipe effect or its float effect in like weeks or months. But yeah, it's good for OTK. And let's talk about the branded lineup. So we have Friend, Rare Jade, Lubellion, and Rimbrum. You can also play this card. People were talking about Albion, the Sanctifier Dragon. I would not make this off of Verte over Mirror Jade because Mirror Jade. This also requires you to play Veiler, because you need a light spellcaster, but it allows you to keep the Verte. That's decent, but even a 500 attack body is not really that good. Maybe next turn if it survives, but this card hard loses to Called By on like Albaz. You can try to make Mirror Jade and like this card has a higher ceiling. Let me talk about it. So it has a higher ceiling than Mirror Jade if you don't get interrupted. So you can do Verte or Brand Infusion into this card. On your opponent's turn, you summon Albaz. Albaz discard a card, make Mirror Jade with one of their X-Rank monsters, and then Mirror Jade send Rimbrum, summon back Albaz, but Albaz is once per turn, so you just summon a free body, pretty much. And that loses to like Called By. So I'd rather just play Mirror Jade. They're guaranteed Mirror Jade, because if they Called By Albaz, you don't have that Mirror Jade up. And Mirror Jade wipes the field if it's destroyed, which is very good. Saves me a lot of times. Yeah. Lubellion allows you to dump Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. Getting a prick in the graveyard is very important. So if you hard draw Brand Infusion, I'd rather just make the Lubellion, even if you have to discard to make the Mirror Jade, to get one of the DMs in the graveyard. Omega's here for the Gamma. If you don't want to play Gamma, play Imperma. You can cut this card, put in any extra that card you want. Azalea, SP Little Knight, probably gonna be taking his slot. And yep. Chaos Angel, another very good card. We don't get his full effects, I don't think. We could like Axel Stardust with the Gammas because they're lights. We can make Axel and then summon back and then make a full power Chaos Angel. But this card is usually just made with Rod and Souls into Dark Magician to banish one card your opponent controls. Just for that removal type to before you go into Access Code to bait out most of their interruptions. Can also threaten battle phase because your monsters can't be destroyed by battle, so you can go threaten battle phase, think of like an IP. Force them to interact and then go into Dark Celine and Access Code, which we'll talk about in a second. I'm Duck. It's only Dragon second to Albaz, so this is like one of the ways you can get into Dragonite. But it's usually here for its attribute and be able to link off Dark Magician. You can be used to banish with Access Code Talker to get 3 pops instead of 2. Artemis here for Rod. The Rod recycle Rod into Artemis. You flip a Soul Servant that you probably search off that Rod to get souls, and then you recycle that Rod. Verte for that Brand Infusion. Then we have our Dark to steal a Dark Monster to link up into Celine once you have 3 spells in the field or in the graveyard. And then you have Access Code Talker, 5300 attack, pop 3, and that's the deck list. The deck list will always be linked down in the description, and I'm gonna have replays for you for my climb in Diamond coming very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.